And so if you're going to use your calculators, so let's take a look at that. We're going to go to all right, so we go to our data matrix editor. So apps, go into the data matrix editor, and we're going to enter our information. So 1, 2, 8, 11, 7, 10, 7, and 2. Okay, so we have these 8 pieces of information, or 8 values entered in our calculator. Okay, what we next want to do is we want to sort it. So you can use your calculator to sort this Utilities tab, F6. You can choose Sort Your Column, number 3, and that puts it from smallest to largest. So if you know you have 8 terms, it's an even number of terms, so the median is going to be the middle term. You can go up and see out of 8 terms, if you count up 1, 2, 3, 4 from each, you get between 4 and 5. It would be the average of those 2 values. So it happens to be the average of 7 and 7. And so when we see this, I just want you to see that you can identify it by hand as well. All right, so let's go through each of these central tendencies. So first, the mean. And to find the average of these, or to find all of these central tendencies on your calculator, all you need to do is access this F5 Calculate tab, just like what we did for regression equations. But instead of finding a regression equation, we're going to scroll up to the one variable, because all we have is x's. We only have one single variable here. So if you choose one variable for your calculation type, and then just identify the column that contains that set of variables, and hit enter, it's going to give you all the stats that you need for this. And so you see it right here, the average, x with the bar, is equal to 6. So that's the average. Our median, if you look down here, the very furthest, MEDSTAT, the median of this statistic set is given as 7. Okay, and we saw that by hand. The one thing that you do have to find again by hand would be the mode, and that's going to be the case whether you're dealing with Excel or the TI-89. But if you scroll through here and you see the frequencies that occur, you see 2 shows up twice, 7 shows up twice. Those are the only 2. So you have 2 values with the highest frequency of 2. So 2 and 7 would be our modes. We have multiple modes on this. Right? If we want to find the range, we can find the range either by looking at our cells in this sorted form. Our highest number is 11, the lowest number is 1. So the range is just going to be the difference between those. 11 minus 1 is 10. If you were looking at your if you were looking at the stats on those, okay, you could see that as well here. The minimum x value is 1. If you scroll down, the maximum x value is 11. So you can just take the difference of those. Okay, and then finally, the standard deviation. Okay, now, on this particular calculator, the older operating system, it's not giving you the standard deviation of the population. It's only giving you the standard deviation of the sample, which is this uppercase S of x, or S and then x. And we don't want that value. So if you see that value, you need to understand that we're not looking for that particular measure, which is why I would probably recommend you use Excel, unless you have the updated operating system. If you have the updated operating system, you will see this sigma x with the lowercase s, or sigma, that you can find what your measure is. So I'm going to wait on this for just a second, and when we do the Excel spreadsheet, I'll answer these questions.